In this video, I'll be looking at this Godox Litemons kit that they sent me over to check out. The specific model here is the LP600R, and this is just the box that it comes in. I'll start with a quick unboxing, then show you how the setup works, and then show you around the actual light. This is going to be a 60-watt 2-panel lighting kit, and it's going to be RGB, so you're going to have a very wide color range. You're going to be able to actually select the color individually, as well as, of course, mimic your kind of white and yellow color temperatures and all that. Alright, so here's what we have in the box here. It looks like everything is kind of packed into a nice storage case here. But on top, it looks like we actually have some NP batteries included. These lights can be powered via a wall plug or actual batteries, but normally the batteries are not included, so that's really nice to see. The only other thing is this giant kit here, so we'll go ahead and take this out. Alright, so everything comes in this really nice hard storage case. It's going to store both of your light panels and your stands and everything. Everything that is included in the box, apart from the batteries, is in this kit, which is really cool. So for storage and transportation between shoots and all that, it's nice that everything compacts into this really nice carrying case. And we do have the nice Litemons logo on the side. It's a pretty hard case overall, and we also have a carrying strap. So as you would expect, on top we have the light poles. These are nice kind of velcroed in here, so we actually have a separate panel here. This is where your light poles are going to strap into, so that's great. So here's one of the light poles. You can see what that looks like. Pretty standard light pole here. The panel will of course sit on top of here if you choose to use it. Then we have the extensions here as well, but we'll look more at that in a minute. And besides these two stands here, underneath we have the actual panels, of course. There's also a user manual. Here's the first panel. Again, it does have a really nice section exactly for the size of this panel, so it's not just going to be floating around in the case, which is great. It is white on the back, which I think looks pretty good. And then on the front, we of course have all the barn doors and everything, so you can open these up. Each one does have its own plastic on it. This is a plastic barn door. And then we have 4 of them, of course, so you can angle the light as you want. So that's what the panel looks like. Next, we have the other panel, and here we have the 2 power cords, and these should be both of the power bricks. So, yep. Pretty standard as we see on lights, but kind of like a laptop charger, you do have the 2-piece power cord, another brick here, and then that's everything we have in the box. Setting up the light with included stand is very simple as well. You first just expand this tripod part down here, and you of course put the light on top of the stand. From here you are able to actually adjust it. If you want it to go a bit taller, you can. It goes to over 6 feet tall, so very adjustable in terms of height. And we can fully adjust the angle up to 360 degrees of the light itself. So if you want to rotate it around this way, you can, or of course just easily angle it down or upwards. So to actually use the light, you do have a couple of different options for powering it. You can use the included batteries. It does include only 2 batteries, and you will need 2 batteries per light to power it. So if you want to power both lights with batteries, you will need to buy 2 more. But it is still very nice that they include any at all, because it's certainly not standard. And these specific batteries are also USB-C rechargeable, which is super convenient. I've never seen that on a battery like this. So even charging these batteries in the field or such will be pretty convenient as well. And to use the batteries, of course, you just kind of slide them into the back here. You have one, and again, if I have just one in and I put it on the battery mode, it will not turn on. So I do need to have both batteries installed in order to use this. And on the bottom here, we do have an off switch, battery mode, or a power cord mode. Of course, switch it on to the battery mode. And then we have power. So especially in this battery mode, it is super convenient because of course you don't have any wires or anything. You can actually bring this out to a field or just easily move it around your set without being tethered to an outlet. This is a super convenient way to use it, so it's really nice that they included some batteries. The other option, of course, is just plugging in a power cord. And then you can put it on the cord mode. That will of course work as well if you don't want to have to worry about battery life. For actually controlling the light, it's super easy to do here on the back panel, so we can use this dial to adjust the brightness, of course. Just twisting that will adjust the brightness from 100 down to 0. And if we push this in, it will allow us to select our other options here. So we can easily switch between them here. So for example, going on to color temperature, click on that. Now we can adjust the color temperature by rotating this. That will be between 10,000 all the way down to 1800. So very easy to precisely adjust everything on the back here. However, this is just the default CCT mode. We do have a couple of different modes here. So we have the CCT, HSI, RGBW, gel, and then FX. So if we go into HSI, for example, we have full control over the hue and saturation. So pretty simple to play around with it and get the exact color you want, because of course this is an RGB light. Beyond that, we also have the RGBW. I think it's even easier to use. So here's the brightness, of course, but we can also adjust the exact amounts of red, green, blue, and white here. So again, we can individually mess with all these colors to get the exact combination we want. Our final 2 modes here are more presets, which are also nice to have. So we do have a gel mode here. So in our gel mode here, this will essentially mimic as if you're putting gels on the front of the light. For example, you can switch the brightness and all that, of course. But then we also have a couple of different specific gel options here. There's the R and L gel, and there's a couple of different options within here as well. And then we can finally, of course, set the specific gel color too. If I want to just go to orange, for example, it's really easy to do that rather than having to cycle through all the different color options on the other modes. Final mode here is the FX mode. This is going to be allowing you to simulate things like a camera flash, lightning, a blinking light bulb, a TV, or a candle, that sort of thing. So if I put it on lightning, for example, it will be kind of flashing like that. And of course you can customize that as well. If you want to change the brightness, if you want to change how often it goes, the color temperature, all that can be customized here, which is awesome. And while I think programming the lights using the back panel is fairly intuitive, it is even easier to do it using the mobile app. So you can connect to both of these lights using Bluetooth and then change all the settings right here. This actually gives you access to more colors and presets, but what I think is especially useful is if you're going to be programming both lights to be on the exact same settings. That would take quite a bit of time using the back panel, but it's very easy to do that in the app. So for example, right now I just have one light selected. I'll change the settings here. And you can see that affects just one light. But if I want to change both at the same time and make them on the exact same settings, put both these lights in the group and I'll be controlling the color of both of them. So I can go to this HSI mode, for example, which is way more intuitive, as you can see. On the back, you were kind of messing with all the individual values. Here, you can actually just customize everything like that. So again, this is customizing both lights at the same time, ensuring they are on the exact same settings. It is pretty immediate as well. As you can see, it's really kind of in real time. As I'm going through the different colors here, the lights are changing instantaneously. So as I was saying, I think the HSI mode is what's particularly improved using the app. But the other thing is you can actually use an eyedropper as well. So if I wanted to take a photo, I'd be able to match the color of the lights to that. It's also just easier to control everything. So in this gel mode here, for example, pretty easy to go through our different settings. You can also see we just have a ton more different gel options here as well. So we can go through the different ones here. There's all the ones there, and then Cine as well. So a ton more options here, and you can add the presets right here as well. We also have some extra FX options as well. So here you can see most of the ones that were on the back of the light. But if I click this arrow here, it will show me even more. So I can enable police car, for example. That will be on both lights. Party mode, even a welding mode. So really a lot of cool effects here that we do not have access to just using the back of the light. So overall, I'm very impressed with this light kit, all the way from the carrying case it comes in to, of course, the actual functionality. They do get super bright at over 9,000 lux from half a meter away, and the color accuracy is really solid, so if you're going to be using something like one of the gel presets, you can be pretty confident that it will look a lot like the real thing. But in general, it's just really nice to have so many different color options and lighting effects, and the fact that you can instantly control all of your lights with a single iPad makes these a great tool for any filmmaker or content creator.